For the first time in NASCAR Cup Series 77-year history and the first NASCAR Cup Series points race and since 1958, almost forgot what year they friggin' raced internationally, NASCAR had a points-paying race outside of the United States of America in Mexico City, and it's an international driver from New Zealand, an SVG Shane Van Gisbergen, who picks up career win number 2. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel today as we recap the Viva Mexico 250. How do you say 250 in Spanish? Now, I'm gonna ask friggin' Google Translate that in the meantime. Yeah, no, this is my recap of the Viva Mexico 250. Here, 250 in Spanish. Here, wait.
250.
La Viva Mexico 250. I feel like I have to almost incorporate some Spanish into this video. I mean, I'm a Canadian. I only studied French. My girlfriend would be great at this, actually. She's a Spanish major and Spanish graduate. She's better at Spanish than French. I mean, I'll have to take her next year. Speaking of which, you guys, if you follow my channel, you would know I was supposed to go to this race, but well, unfortunately, if it wasn't for this thing right here, I would have gone to this race. But hey, sometimes some things just ain't meant to be. And yeah, obviously you guys know about me blowing my knee out, tearing my ACL just about a month and a half ago now. Oh my god, it's almost been 2 months since I blew out my knee. Holy shit. That is crazy work. that is unbelievable. I can barely fathom that idea. But anyway. Yeah. NASCAR Mexico got underway. SVG led the field to green. And we all knew he was going to be the driver to beat today, guys. I mean, car to beat, up for debate. But SVG, we all knew he was the driver to beat. And yes, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Stage 1 was the chaotic stage. Stage 1 was the stage where it was caution city. Caution, 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 wherever you look today. It was kind of ridiculous to think about how many cautions there were, but the first one was because it started pouring rain on the first damn lap. And right before they get into the stadium section is when they call the caution. And for some reason, I still don't understand this, but Chris Buescher and Austin Cindric stayed out. I mean, maybe they thought the track wasn't going to get too wet and because they knew it was a short speck of rain, but like, I still don't get why you wouldn't pit for wets. Like, everybody's just going to fly by you on the wet anyway. Like, you might as well just come in and pit. But yeah, no, it was crazy to watch that first stage. Everybody was struggling for grip, trying to figure out the track under wet weather. It was pretty ridiculous, to say the least. And, yeah, no, literally the first green flag lap, well, right after the first green flag official lap, we had ourselves a caution as Kyle Busch lost his brakes heading into turn 1. The rear end of the car completely stepped out from underneath him. The same thing happened to Zane Smith, who was using the 8 as a braking reference point. Let's see, I'm looking back at the wreck now. The 38 got the 19, the 8 got the 7, the 5, he got the 16 a little bit too. Austin Cindric going in there on those dries, good grief. But, oh man, the 7 took a lick, the 5 and the 16 took pretty good licks as well. And it was a shame for Larson, man, because Larson was able to put up the fastest lap and everything too. Larson had a pretty decent car today, but he just couldn't get, he spent like 40 laps trying to repair the damn thing, and same with his crew. So it's unfortunate that Larson was stuck in that situation, but sometimes it just is what it is. You just kind of got to accept it and move on. And yeah, then we actually decided to get some green flag laps and everybody was running okay. I think we had a caution. Was there a caution? Another caution stage 1? I don't remember there being one. Yeah, I don't remember. This is a pretty long race, to be honest. But hey, Ryan Preece took stage 1. The RFK number 60, Colgate Kroger number 60 pulled in for the stage victory. Hey, you guys knew at this point this was when the track was drying off too. So this, like you know how everybody cuts the stage short? You pretty much either sacrifice stage points or the win on a road course. You either got to sacrifice your stage points or go for the win, or give up the win to go for stage points. That's what I'm trying to say here. You guys know how that works. I wish there were no road course cautions, but at least it varies strategy. And right as everybody's making those pit stops with 4 and 3 to go, that's when they're all going back onto the slicks, because the track was drying very rapidly, and with the humidity in Mexico City, the track is going to dry very rapidly. And hey, there were 4 guys on wet when they went back green. Daniel Suarez was one of them, and he got his moment in the Cup race. He won the Xfinity race yesterday, which was awesome to see. Man, I was really hoping Daniel could get the win today. I like Daniel Suarez. I met most of the Cup drivers before. Daniel is by far one of the coolest guys. I only got to have a brief interaction with him, but he was so kind and so cordial and super nice dude. So I was really hoping this moment could come for Daniel Suarez. But hey, at least he won the Xfinity race yesterday. At least he got that on his resume. At least he got the Xfinity win. But yeah, Ty Gibbs pretty much took the lead from him back that lap. Ryan Truex had a spin on lap 32. Yeah, Denny Hamlin didn't race today. Denny Hamlin, congratulations on the birth of your son. Good first Father's Day for him. It's his first Sunday with his kid, and he doesn't have to go race, and it's Father's Day. So hey, good for him. And yeah, Ryan Truex, a lot of changing conditions for him. Feel bad for the poor guy. Has to come run a road course race. Like, that's a rough go at it if you're the 11 of Ryan Truex. But yeah, he had a spin on lap 32. It was a rough go for the 11 of Truex, but like I say, things happen. Sometimes you just got to learn the hard way. I mean, it's his first Cup race since like 2014. So you got to feel for the guy a little bit. I mean, he just gets shoved into the Cup car and it's like, hey, do your best, man. I mean, he had nothing to lose. And you don't think of Ryan Truex as a road course guy either. So, hey, at least he got a shot. That's all I think. At least he got a shot. And yeah, SVG pulled off the stage 2 win. And yeah, then you had pretty much a 50-lap shootout between the 88, the 54, and the 20. There were varying strategies throughout the race. Well, the 54 pitted right before the end of stage 2. The 54 was the leader. And to be honest, I think Ty Gibbs had the fastest car today. So even Shane Van Gisbergen said, he's like, I don't have what that 54's got. And I mean, when that 54 was buried back in traffic, he just didn't seem to have the same speed as SVG. I mean, that clean air, especially with next gens at road courses, it's just not an easy thing to work with. It just really isn't. But yeah, no, the 54, he got stuck behind Chastain later in the race. He was the hardest guy to pass, but that's just what happens. Hey, and yeah, then at the end of the beginning of stage 3, SVG and those guys, you'd expect them to come down and pit top off or whatever, right? Well, they don't, because they expect weather in the area, and they've got the tires and the fuel to get them through to the next little bit, so why the hell not? So when the final pit window strategy opened, the 88 and the 20, everybody made their pit stops, and the guys who made those pit stops before the end of stage 2 ran it long. And honestly, the strategy probably would have worked out pretty damn good for them. But unfortunately, I can't find the replay here, but the 77 spun it on the exit of turn 15, which is the exit of the stadium section onto the front straightaway. Honestly, I love that stadium section in Mexico. I was supposed to even sit in the stadium section this weekend. It was going to be so sick. It was going to be so sick. Oh, why did I have to get screwed out of that, man? I'm so pissed. I mean, I will 110% go next year. If something else gets in the way, then that sucks. It just is what it is. But I told my buddy Jose lives down there. He lives like 3 minutes from the track or something crazy. I mean, I don't know exactly where he lives, but I know he lives in Mexico City for sure. But anyway, I'm excited to get to Mexico City, man. I've only been to Mexico once. It's such a beautiful country. I wasn't even in mainland Mexico. I was in Cozumel, which is like an island off the coast, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's on the coast somewhere because I went there on a cruise. But yeah, that was just a rough caution for some of those guys. Like the 71 of McDowell was one of those guys who really could have been effective. But that strategy, holy God, I'm just looking back at that moment because Yeah, there was a moment there in stage 3. Well, that Hocevar caution was the last caution of the day, too. And it's just crazy to look back and see some of that moments. There was a moment there where William Byron spun Riley Herbst coming into the stadium section. And when Riley Herbst came back to merge, he damn near T-boned Ricky Stenhouse. It was almost a head-on collision on a NASCAR track. That was scary to see. They both made it out okay. And there was another incident later in the race. We're going to talk about it in a bit because there was some post-race interaction between these two. But, yeah. No, once SVG got the lead, he stormed away. There was a moment there where Bowman got closer to SVG before the commercial break, but you could tell SVG was just saved his stuff because once Bell got around Bowman, SVG stormed off. The gap was like 5 seconds. Then it was 8. Then it was 11. Then it was 14. And then by the checkered flag, it was a 17-point gap, or the 17-second gap. And Shane Van Gisbergen wins the Viva Mexico 250. Or sorry, the Viva Mexico 250. Wait. The Viva Mexico 250. 250. Wait, no. 250. I'm gonna have to, like, translate the end of my video to be like, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to get Google Translate to do that for me later. But, yeah, SVG wins in... Oh my god, I almost said Chicago. Yes, he's won in Chicago before, but today he gets a second career cup win in Mexico. He shares the podium with Bell and Elliott. Elliott had a good run, saved up his stuff for later in the run, got past Alex Bowman as well, as Bowman used up most of his tires. But there was one moment in the stadium section, I think it was with about 20 to go, where you seen the 77 of Hocevar just sent it a little too deep into the corner and locked up the brakes, and you'll never guess who was in front of Carson Hocevar. His best friend, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Oh, the 47 and the 77. These two are going to come to blows before the end of the season, aren't they? I just have a feeling that these two are going to see fists by the end of the year. But yeah, no, all that happened was Hocevar sent it a little deep, got into the back of the 47. I mean, caught in the car, I get why Stenhouse is pissed, but I mean, and you guys know I like Carson. I met Carson, really sick guy, but like I don't think Carson was trying to do anything egregious here. I think he just sent it a little too deep. Maybe the cars in front broke a little too early because Stenhouse was behind a couple cars. And yeah, the 47 does get the worst out of it. And I understand Ricky's frustration, but like when he goes and watches it back, I don't think, like, yeah, Carson could have braked earlier, sure, but like I don't know if he's seen them braking or what. But it's just an unfortunate incident I wish never happened. The 47 will probably want to get at the 77 at some point. Maybe he gets back at him next week at Pocono. Maybe he wrecks them at Echo Park for the win. I mean, oh, I'm so pissed off I have to call it Echo Park. It's Atlanta. It ain't Echo Park Speedway. God damn it. But anyway, it is what it is. That was your action from Mexico City. It would have been really cool to be able to catch an SVG rugby ball, but hey, we'll probably catch one from him next year because he'll probably win next year too. But hey, big win for the 88 of Shane Van Gisbergen. He pulls off the win on foreign soil, and yeah, let's talk your finishing results here in Mexico City.
I'm gonna beat your ass. You're a lap down. You got nothing to do. Why you run right into it? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I already tried. I already get back in the stage.
Alright, I translated the podium message, so I'm gonna see how good I did in Spanish. Shane Van Gisbergen gana México el segundo Christopher Bell y Chase Elliott en el podio. Are you gonna play? Come on. Play. Play! Wait, do I have to turn my ringer on? What is it? Here, wait. I'm gonna say subscribe to my channel. Bro, what happened to the sound? Stupid friggin' phone. Okay, so much for that. I gotta put down the Spanish for today. But anyways, mirror finishing results for the NASCAR Cup Series race in... I keep wanting to call it Chicago because Shane Van Gisbergen won. But Van Gisbergen did go back and get the fastest lap too. That's kind of crazy, but... yeah, Shane Van Gisbergen wins the Vieja Mexico 250 in Mexico City. Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott round out the podium. Bell, he had a really fast car today. He drove from 31st all the way to 2nd. Very, very impressive drive for Christopher Bell. I think the fact that Alex Bowman got a 4th too is a very impressive result. I wasn't expecting much out of Bowman today, especially after that rough crash in Michigan last week, but that's a very, very helpful points day for him. Michael McDowell finishes P5. He drove through the field great late in the race too, so great result for him. John Hunter Nemechek has kind of appeared in the right place in the right time. He got wrecked on a couple of those restarts too, so great result for him to rebound back. Chase Briscoe with P7. He smacked the hell out of tire barriers at one point in turn 2. So I'm amazed his car was even okay to finish the race. So yeah, good P7 for Chase Briscoe. Cole Custer, he just kind of appeared there as well. He didn't get wrecked too much, but hey, good result for Cole Custer and the Haas Factory team. I think that might be their best result this season, to be honest. William Byron, honestly, didn't really have a top 10 car, but he was probably a 15th place car, so I'm happy he rebounded well, got a good finish. Chris Buescher, he was definitely on the back of my mind as someone to contend today, but I was like, I don't think he'll go out and win, but hey, a P10's a good result for that 17 team, especially when they're in the hunt for the playoffs. Ty Gibbs, man, Ty Gibbs had the fastest car. If he had a little bit of luck, I think Ty Gibbs would have won today's race. I really do. He would have given SBG a good run for his money, at least. At the end of the race, SBG probably could have pulled away, but hey, time will tell. Bubba Wallace, well, time won't tell. Time already has told. But, Bubba Wallace, hey, that's a great result on a brand new racetrack for a driver who's famously struggled on road courses. Great result for Bubba Wallace. AJ Allmendinger rebounds for a P13, too. Great result for the Dinger. After getting wrecked in that turn 1 crash, hey, good result for the Dinger. Ryan Blaney is up there at points today. He had a decent car. Ryan Preece had a really decent car underneath him. He could have got a really good finishing result today. Ross Chastain, P16. Ross definitely had a decent car. I think he had top 10 speed. Eric Jones, Austin Cindric, Daniel Suarez. It's a shame Suarez couldn't get up there higher, but hey, it is what it is. I would have loved to see him get a win for Daniel's Amigos, but hey, unfortunately, it just is what it is when it comes to that. Tyler Reddick with a P20. And where was Reddick today? I expected a hell of a lot more from Tyler Reddick. I really gotta admit, I expected a lot more from Tyler Reddick today, but is what it is, I guess. Sometimes that's just how the story goes, and unfortunately for Tyler Reddick, a P20 is what it is. He started, what, P22? So yeah, he virtually was 20th the whole day, and that's so rare for Tyler Reddick. Joey Logano, Todd Gillen. Todd Gillen wrecked at one point. Truex had a spin. Hey, he still got a P23. Not too bad for him. Justin Haley with all that damage, 24th. Keselowski, didn't expect much from him today. Josh Berry, Ricky Stenhouse, Austin Dillon, Riley Herbst, Noah Gregson, Cody Ware, Catherine Legg, Ty Dillon, Carson Hocevar, Zane Smith, Kyle Larson, and Kyle Busch round out your finishing results. Man, Kyle Larson was really... Wait, what? Kyle Larson had a faster lap, a better lap than SBG, and it says SBG had the fastest time. Oh my god, NASCAR. Check your friggin' statistics, but... yeah, let's have a look at the playoffs now, because that's a segment I want to start adding, because I want to start talking about the playoffs more. It's getting towards that time. We'll soon be talking about the in-season tournament. That starts at Atlanta in 2 weeks. I'm not calling it Echo Park. I physically refuse. But anyway, let's check out the playoff standings if I can find it here on X. Well, here's about the closest that I can find to the actual playoff standings itself. It took me a hot minute just to find this, I'm not gonna lie. But let's see. Byron, Larson, Bell, Elliott, Hamlin all locked in. Reddick isn't. Blaney, Chastain, Logano, those 3 are all in. Briscoe and Bubba are not. Bowman, Buescher, so all the ones highlighted are in. So, we could knock off... I don't even know how we would do this here, but I'm pretty sure I remember from the Prime broadcast that I believe Chris Buescher is the first one out, or in, sorry. So yeah, the cutoff is what? 19 points currently to Ryan Preece, and then you have McDowell at 274, Allmendinger 276, Kyle Busch 281 back of William Byron. And Byron is killing the regular season championship this year. Fair play to him. And we got some other guys back here. Man, Carson Hocevar and Ricky Stenhouse are 1 point apart. That is hilarious. That's actually hysterical. Out of all people to be that close in points, man. While I was looking for this, I found an audio of what Stenhouse pretty much said to Carson Hocevar as he was sitting in the car. He's like, "I'm gonna beat your ass when we get back to the States." I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens there. I mean, Ricky's a cool guy too. I met him, but like, oh boy, that's gonna be... I'm interested to see what happens there, not gonna lie. But hey, that's how the official point standings shake up. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on this as the playoffs roll on, but yeah, definitely a lot of races to go before the playoffs, before that cutoff race at Daytona, and we'll see who wins there, but it's time to pick a driver of the day. Guys, my main purpose of this segment is honestly to avoid picking the winner. And I know I picked second place last week, but for me this comes down to Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs. And who got the better result was Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell drove from 31st to 2nd and had one of the fastest cars the entire day. So I feel like it would be unfair to me to pick someone else other than Christopher Bell today. The 20 car was spectacular, and yeah, the 20 team was spectacular. Even in the Xfinity race yesterday, he was up there contending with Connor Zilic and Ty Gibbs. He was the third best driver in that race until his engine blew for Sam Hunt Racing, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes, man. I still feel all those nachos I ate. I ate some nachos and hamburger and salsa to make me feel like I was in Mexico, and oh boy, I'm feeling that. But yeah, I would say driver of the day would have to go to the 20 of Christopher Bell. But hey, it was a great race today. I enjoyed it, and now it's time to put it on the Skylar scale. All right. We'll talk about this more in a second, but I want to see how good I translate this. La carrera de hoy. La carrera de hoy en la Ciudad de la México fue increíble. That was French. That was my French tongue coming out. Le doy a la vie viva México tu vida un 70%. I don't know what 70% in Mexican Spanish is. En la escala scale. En la escala scale. I'm getting a Spanish lesson in this video. La carrera de hoy en la Ciudad de la México fue increíble. Le doy a la viva México tu 51 70% en la escala.
La carrera de hoy en la Ciudad de México fue la viva México 250 un 70% la escala Sky.
I don't think I did too bad. I gotta give myself some credit on that one. Bro, I'm Spanish. I am Spanish. I am that guy. I am... Give me my damn, like, Mexican hat, bro. I am that guy. I'm gonna go fight the bull right now. Swear on my life. What is wrong with me, bro? But anyways, I'm giving the Viva Mexico 250 a 70% on the Skylar scale. It definitely had its entertaining moments, but it has had its dull moments too. Would have been a great race to attend in person. Sure would have been nice if I would have had the opportunity to. But hey, I think a 70% is fair for today. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts about the Viva Mexico 250 in the comments down below. What did you think of NASCAR racing outside the States today? And yeah, I'm going to try to send this video off in Spanish. Thanks for let's see what I can do. I gotta translate. Thanks for watching. If you... Or wait, that's a comma. If you enjoyed, smash the like button. And comment. Subscribe with those notifications. Remember, listen to what I'm saying here. Notifications turn on so you never your video. Gracias por mirar. I know you gotta roll your R's in Spanish. Si te gustó, dale me gusta y comenta y comunicación y suscríbete con la notificación actividad para no perderte ningún video futuro. Come on. Say the thing. Say it. Say it. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time for it because I think I did it good. Gracias por mirar. Si te gustó, dale me gusta y comenta en comunicación actividad con las notificaciones actividades para no perderte ningún video futuro. I don't think I did too bad. Man, I gotta take Spanish lessons or something. I gotta take Spanish. But anyway, thank you guys for watching my post-race recap today. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share with those notifications to turn on to miss a future upload here on the channel. Don't forget to follow the Patreon, the Twitch, and all my other social medias in the link down below. And yeah, guys, I will see you this time next week where we recap the race at Pocono. Should be a fun one. But yeah, guys, until then, I'll see y'all in Pennsylvania. So, yeah, take care until then, guys. Until then, peace.